I brought my mom. On January 3rd, 2017, and as revised on June 27th, 2017, adequate notice of this meeting pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act has been furnished by inclusion thereof in the annual schedule of meetings for 2017, which has been posted on the bulletin board of Borough Hall, filed with the Borough Clerk, faxed to the Our Town, the Record, and the Community News newspapers, and distributed all persons, if any, requesting copies of the same pursuant to said act. In case of an emergency or fire alarm, you must evacuate the building by using any of the exit doors in the room. They're immediately to my right, and the double doors at the rear of the room. Occupants must exit the building by using the staircase and not the elevator. This meeting is being recorded by both video and audio and may be rebroadcast.
All right, tonight's invocation is being given by Reverend Edward Lazarchak of Zion Lutheran Church. Reverend, would everyone please rise?
Lord, we are meeting here tonight to conduct matters of business, guide our hearts and our minds in the spirit of fairness, right thought, and speech. Impart your supreme wisdom upon our activities so that our affairs may reach a successful conclusion. Give this board insight to lead with integrity, that their decisions may reflect what is right and good. Keep these leaders from short-sightedness and pettiness. Help them to make decisions that are for the good of all, and guard the theme from blind self-interest. Dear Lord, grant us all the humility to always seek your will in all that we do and say. In our Lord we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Boy Scout Troop 1200, please lead us in the salute of our nation's flag.
Please state the flag. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Reverend. George, thank you. You're welcome. Roll call.
Mayor Fabret.
Here.
Council members Padano.
Here.
Juvino.
Here.
DeHere.
Here.
Lindenau.
Here.
Maroni.
Here.
Messart.
Present.
Borough Attorney Ron Bavaria.
Here.
Borough Clerk, Borough Administrator Roberta Stern.
Present.
Borough Clerk Jean Poitras here.
Okay, tonight, are there any items on or off the agenda? Anything? Okay, we have no proclamations. All right, we have CFO Charles Cucci here for our best practices inventories review. Sorry, it's true left there.
Thank you, Mayor.
We're missing a good inventories review.
It's going to be very, very brief. I'm happy to report to you that we've met the requirements of the best inventories, the best practices inventory worksheet. So we will not have any reduction in our state aid. That's the purpose of this. There are a couple of matters on here which have to do with contract negotiations, which I'll certainly discuss with the administrator. And those are the few questions that we did answer no to. Not uncommon because we didn't do anything that's not statutorily required of us, but the best practices worksheet asks you to do more. Unless I know you've gotten copies of them. If anybody has any questions, I'm happy to answer.
Anyone have any questions for the CFO?
Thank you, Mayor.
You would just stay until the public portion,
Sure.
just in case somebody does have one.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Appreciate that. All right, this time we'd like to open the meeting to the public. Anyone from the public wishing to be heard, please come forward.
Hello. Gina Kiley, 103 Toma Ave. I just wanted to be here with Roy, and Darrell couldn't be here tonight on
Sir,
behalf...
state name, please, for the record.
Roy Joseph DeYoung Jr., 8 Orchard Place.
Did you get that, Patty? You need to speak louder? All right.
We are here on behalf of Volunteers for Veterans Without Voices, and we really just wanted to thank all of you up here for your dedication and your help with us literally sending you a text saying we need a bus, and this is what we're going to do, and was, let me know what we can do to help. So we really appreciate everything you guys have done for us, and we appreciate all the guys from the DPW that came with us. Without Jamil driving that bus that whole day, our event would not have taken place, and we were happy to say that we cleaned over 3,000 graves in under 4.5 hours.
Unbelievable.
It was unbelievable.
You guys put this together, and the dedication from our workers here, giving up their time, volunteering their time.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And I'll tell you what, I tried to get on the bus without signing that waiver.
It wasn't going to happen.
And Jamil wasn't happy. Sandy and Eustace had to sign the waiver, and so did I. He would not let a single person. There was nobody happier than Gene.
I did not want to have to answer to Gene. I know Roy did not want to have to answer to Gene. Nobody was getting on that bus without signing the waiver, but it wouldn't have happened without that bus.
Also, Gene, thank you very much for all the paperwork that you did on the side, helping us organize the bus situation, and your phone calls between us. Ron, thank you for donating 400 bottles of water. It was a lifesaver. And again, thanks to Jamil. Again, I want to state what Gina said, which is the most important part. Jamil volunteered 6 hours of his time and moved almost 200 people on the bus from Paramus Borough Hall to the cemetery. So if we didn't have him on the bus, you can kiss the whole operation goodbye. It was a lifesaver.
Wondering if we could have Joe, Jamil, and Anthony come on up too, please.
Also, past Mayor Greg Padavano, I know his wife's here. I'd like to put his name into it. He was there with Mayor Fabre, digging just as hard and putting his time in, so thank you to your husband.
You guys came, didn't have to come thank us, but we're glad you came, because I want to thank you. We have our DPW, and we have our town volunteer here, Gina. So we have some proclamations for you guys. We have some of the certificates of recognition.
Unnecessary, but we appreciate it.
Well, listen, you know what? I remember the last time you were here, you seem to be getting some of these certificates every once in a while. And,
No medal tonight?
And, yeah, medal for you. And the resident that, I'm throwing a blank, he lives on Tapler.
Dudek.
Yes, yes, do that. And it was a selfless act, and he felt so uncomfortable getting one of these. And you know what? Sometimes you have to thank people for what they do, not for them, but so other people see that this is what Maywood's made of. This is volunteers. I mean, this isn't something that that you guys do. This is something you guys do every day. So, like driving the bus, digging, all these kind of things. And it's tedious work, and I can't imagine doing something that I do every single day. I'm a court reporter. I do that every single day. If I look at my machine on the weekends, I get sick. So I can't imagine you guys giving so much of your time just to do it, you know, just to help out. Not that I can't imagine, but I can imagine what it must feel like to do that. And so what I want to do is thank you guys, and from the bottom of our hearts, we want to thank you, because you made Maywood, because there's a lot of towns there, a lot of people from towns, different towns, and I know it was on the TV. You made our town look even better than it does already, so I want to thank you guys. We also have one for Darryl, who could not be here tonight. He helped put that together with you guys. So, what I'm going to do is, I got to sign this to make them official. Thank you.
Because there's a lot of fraudulent ones out
No,
I don't want fraudulent.
You want the real thing. It's actually against the law.
It's worth more money on eBay.
Without the signature.
Mr. Mayor, while you're signing those, if anyone would like to go into our Facebook page, we have 87 photos throughout the day of all the volunteers, and we also have a 3.5-minute video which the president of the cemetery's 13-year-old daughter made
With the
with the
drone.
drone about 300 feet in the air, and it was very touching.
Roy and I just had dinner tonight, and we are planning our next event, which will most likely be laying wreaths for all the veterans at the cemetery. So you will all be there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Would you be able to, when you guys get this together?
Absolutely.
No
All
problem.
right, would you mind taking a picture with us?
Absolutely not.
Thank you. Come on, guys. This is Darryl.
Thank you.
And I have to stay away from Adrian. Welcome to the meeting, but don't stand by me.
Stay away from the mayor.
You know, it's funny, I got that from Arnold Schwarzenegger, would never take pictures with anybody, any football players, anybody that was ever bigger than him. He didn't want to be seen in the press looking smaller than anybody. So that's, you know.
So was every newscaster that met Roy.
Yeah, if you just be honest, squeeze.
Squeeze in a little. Yeah, squeeze in. Squeeze in.
Just squeeze in.
Yeah, breathe on.
Roy's going to squeeze down.
Nice smile.
No, we're just in that. I'm just short. That's okay.
Why you get?
I don't know, I'm just enjoying looking at you guys.
Thank you. Thanks again, guys. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
That was great.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
See a cookie reward coming up.
Thank you. That's all my sister. That's something to which
Is there anybody else from the public wishing to be heard? Seeing no one, close the meeting to the public. Okay. John, coming up? No? Oh, I'm sorry.
Just bounce in the room.
Public hearing on That's really fine. Public hearing.
John, thank you.
Public hearing on pending orders.
For leading this way. Thank you.
Take care, guys.
Good night.
Joe, thanks, folks. Take care. Public hearing on pending orders?
Ordinance number 1117, an ordinance amending chapter 284 to make some applicable to all construction within the Borough of Maywood. Ordinance 1217, an ordinance creating chapter 175 of the Borough of Maywood Code, governing filming within the Borough of Maywood, State of New Jersey. Ordinance 1317, an ordinance amending chapter 287, Article 2, 287-7, etc., to provide for excavations in the streets of the Borough of Maywood.
Okay, at this point, I'd like to open the meeting to the public with regard to these ordinances. Are there any questions or comments? Seeing none, close the meeting. And is there a motion for the adoption?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Padavano?
Yes.
Trevino?
Yes.
Zahere?
Yes.
Lindenau?
Yes.
Maroni?
Yes.
Nessar?
Yes.
Be it resolved by the Mayor and Council of the Borough of Maywood that ordinance 1117, 1217, and 1317 be and they are passed. Upon second and final reading, Borough Clerk is hereby authorized and directed to advertise the same according to law.
Okay, approval of minutes. Is there a motion for the approval of the October 10th, 2017 work session and closed session minutes?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Padavano?
Yes.
Trevino?
Yes.
Zahere?
Yes.
Lindenau?
Yes.
Maroni?
Abstain, I was not here for that.
Nessar?
Yes.
All right. Presentation of bills and claims and request for public comment. The clerk presented the bill resolution. Is there any comment from the public with regard to the bill resolution? Seeing none, is there a motion for the approval?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Padavano?
Yes.
Trevino?
Yes.
Zahere?
Yes.
Lindenau?
Yes.
Maroni?
Yes.
Nessar?
Yes.
Correspondence and report of the Borough Clerk.
Okay. Couple items. You received in your mailboxes an ordinance pertaining to retail food establishments that was requested by the Board of Health, with some amendments to our current ordinance. If you can review that for our next meeting for discussion. Election Day is coming up Tuesday, November 7th. The polls will be open from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. And at our next meeting, which is November 28th, there'll be the Maywood Avenue school students will be here, as well as the audit will be on the agenda. And I think that's all I have tonight.
Thank you, Gene. Report of the Borough Administrator.
Mayor, the only thing I have tonight, I just wanted to tell everybody what a great turnout we had on Sunday for the Rotary's second annual Poochie Halloween party and contest. I had the best time. I have to say that it was one of the most fun events I've been to. Gene and you, of course, we were the 3 judges. It was very tough this year.
Oh, boy.
There were so many cute dogs. And just so you know, that Great Dane who was dressed as a racehorse, he did make that costume.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, it showed me how he made it. It wasn't something he bought, because I happened to say to him on the way out, because how much we liked the other costume, because it was unique and handmade. He goes, mine was handmade, so I said, come back next year.
Oh, I feel bad now.
But anyway, I just thought it was wonderful. I think the Rotary did a great job, and it's just another way that we show, what a great community Maywood is. It was a beautiful day. We had great weather. And now, coming up soon enough is the Christmas holiday, and we're getting ready for that. So with our Yuletide singers and our reindeer and carriage ride on West Pleasant, hopefully it'll be another special night with Santa Claus coming to town and the tree lighting on Padavano Christmas Tree Island. And that's all I have tonight.
Berta, what do you think?
I'm sorry?
There have to be at least 150 people there, right? For the
there at least 150
at least,
people. I would
yeah.
say there were about 40 dogs, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, so
I mean,
probably looking at maybe 200 people.
yeah, I think so. I mean,
It was nicely attended, and I think that everybody there, it seemed like everybody was having a nice time.
yeah, and it was interesting because, ironically, there were a number of people in the dog park enjoying the dog park, which also had a few little toys and nice amenities in it, but they didn't participate in the contest. I know Councilman Messar was there with his dog, and I know there were a number of other dogs in the dog park, but they chose not to get dressed up. So there was a lot of activity in that part of our park besides all the soccer games that were going on. It was really very nice.
Thank you, Bert. Report of the Borough, sir?
Brief report to give in closed session, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Committee reports. Councilwoman Padavano.
This is the last day I'm going to talk about the flu shots because it's tomorrow. It's tomorrow from 3 to 4:45 at the rec center. And you just have to be 18 or over, and you have to bring your insurance card, and there's no charge. As far as the recreation department, just to catch everybody up, aerobics, yoga, piano, keyboarding, volleyball, chair yoga, line dance, and Zumba are all in full swing, and they are nicely attended. The theater program still is meeting on Sundays and Tuesdays. They're going to be performing Elf Jr. on December 16th and 17th at Maywood Avenue School. And that is all I have for this evening.
Thank you, Claire. All right, Councilman Trevino.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just another reminder, November 13th, the Municipal Alliance is hosting Surf's Up at the Maywood Library, 4 o'clock. Please RSVP to Lisa Shealy in the Recreation Department. And also for the Municipal Alliance, Councilwoman Padavano and I met with Mr. Jordan and Terry Lito, the Maywood Avenue School Guidance Counselor, to discuss available options with money that we have for the Municipal Alliance. So they're in the process of planning the 3-screen assembly, which they've done the past 2 years, which is very successful. They have three different sessions, 2 at Maywood Memorial School and 1 at Maywood Avenue School. Also, we're going to be offering a seminar for parents called Hiding in Plain Sight, and it's about drug and alcohol abuse of children and items to look for and how to spot, things that you might not catch normally. And they'll also be offering one for the children at Maywood Avenue School called The Good Life, which is also regarding alcohol and drug abuse. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I also have something to discuss in closed session.
Okay, stop. Thank you, Mr. Trevino. Councilman DeHare.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Building Department from October 10th through today, October 24th, $7,266 was collected in permit fees. Tomorrow night, I'll be attending the Borough Airport Noise Abatement Advisory Committee meeting, so I'll report back to the council next meeting. And I just want to personally thank everybody who did participate in that cleanup in the cemetery. Your former mayor and former mayor was there, and many people from town, but I just want to thank everybody who did participate, especially those who put that together, and the other volunteers that have done tremendous thing to volunteer for stuff. So I want to thank everybody. That's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you, Councilman DeHare. Councilman Linden now.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just a couple of quick things. DPW, they've been up at the parks cleaning up. They've worked on the dog park, worked on the drainage there a little bit, so it'll drain out better, did some improvements at the dog park. They're going to be repainting the dugouts, power washing or sandblasting and repainting those, getting them ready for next season. Just doing some general maintenance around the park now that the baseball season is basically over. Maintaining the fields for soccer. This rain was welcomed up there because it was a dust bowl. So hopefully it'll be better for the rest of the soccer season and not too bad and not muddy. Also, with today's winds, I'm sure quite a few leaves came down, and just want to continue to remind the residents that they need to bag their leaves. They can get their bags either here or down at the DPW garage. Do not put your leaves in the street unless they are in bags. That's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Linden. We're hoping with those leaves that we get some more wind, because the last thing you want to see is all in 1 second it gets cold and the storm comes,
Yes.
and you start seeing trees come down. We need those leaves off the trees.
So the winds are welcome to that.
Yeah. Councilman Maroney.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, just a couple of quick announcements from the Maywood Recycling. There is a shred event coming up Saturday, November 4th at 9, between 9 and 1 p.m. in front of Maywood Avenue School parking lot. And also the PTO, our town as well as Oradell, Paramus, and Rochelle Park is doing a hurricane relief donation drive. What they really need is items such as bottled water, diapers, baby wipes, medical supplies, toothpaste, toothbrushes, feminine hygiene products, soap, flashlights, batteries. The collection day is this Saturday, October 28th, between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. in front of the Maywood Avenue School, so please donate. That is it.
Thank you, Mr. Maroney. Council President Massar.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. As Borough Administrator Stern mentioned, I did attend the Rotary event at the park the other day with my dog Bella, and I was made aware that there were no pets up there for adoption because the shelters seem to have run short of pets to bring out for adoption, which is a good thing for many different reasons. But one particular reason is because the mayor probably would have walked away with that dog should that have happened. So thank goodness there were no dogs for adoption at the park the other day. Bicycle registration. A few months ago during the summer, the police held a bicycle rodeo at Maywood Avenue School where they were teaching children safety on the bicycles, how to interact at stop signs and other locations. But one of the other things that they did is that they actually registered the children's bicycles. Underneath every bicycle is a specific serial number. Should something happen to your bike, whether it is misplaced or stolen or whatever the case is, without that serial number, it hampers any effort by the police to recover that bike. So I would encourage everybody who owns a bike who would like to keep it to bring it to the police department and have it registered. So that information is on file, or at least copy down the number yourself, so that if a bike is discovered that matches the make and model of your bike, they can check the serial number to see if it is truly your bike. Couple things are in at the police department. Their trading cards, their new trading card set is in. And they're going to be distributed shortly. They're in. And one other thing that's in is the replacement vehicle number 5. If you will recall, this was involved in an accident not too long ago, and I just want to say, well, it goes without saying that the mayor and council would much rather replace a vehicle than replace a young and capable officer. So, thank goodness for that. That's it, Mr. Mayor.
Good to see you, Benjamin.
You gotta sign, now you gotta sign you gotta autograph the picture for me, okay? The trading card. Just to piggyback on what you just said, my son was there today, registering his bike. It literally takes 5 minutes. As long as you got all the information, they give you a little sticker that you put inconspicuously somewhere on the bike so it can't be found. Police officers know what to look for, but it's very easy. And I would recommend every resident who has a bike do that. Did you get that? Okay, just check.
So a question for you. If the bike isn't registered, you please find the bike, and what happens to that?
Well, you know what, I'm not exactly sure. I know, if you do have your information, I think many times, especially with the newer bikes, it comes with, I guess, the manual, and many times the sticker for the serial number is on that manual. That's at least some of the newer bikes and the higher end bikes. I think that's if someone doesn't claim it.
Yeah, I was going to say, people still have the ability to go and claim it,
Yeah,
you know.
still have the ability to claim it, but generally you have to have I would imagine you have to have some kind of proof that it's yours.
Right, or it might be in dispute with question.
Yeah. And the good thing is, if somebody is arrested with like 10 bikes in the back of their van or something, you know something's going on, and if there's stickers on them and they suspect that it's stolen, they would look into the file, and if your number's in there, then you can get right back to you. You know, there's a whole bunch of reasons.
Plus, if it winds up in another municipality, they can track it back to me.
Sure. Yeah, yep.
So, quicker recovery.
Is that your report? Yes.
You were piggybacking.
I was piggybacking. Thank you for your reminder of that piggybacking. Just very briefly, we have at least 2 residents that I know of, I'm not exactly sure, there might be more, but that are in Puerto Rico right now that are giving aid to the residents there. It's Chief Christopher Tuttle, Fire Chief Christopher Tuttle, and National Guardsman Vinny Lizell. They are there. I think they're going to be there for an extended stay, but I want to wish them the best of luck and safe travel home. Let's see what else we have here. Oh, the water fountains at the dog park. Water fountains for adult, it's a slash, right? It's adult/doggy water
Yes,
fountain.
dog fountain.
Installed at the dog park, and I'm told that it's a big hit over there.
It's meant to fill, no, it's meant to fill slowly.
Okay.
That's what I was told, because
It might scare the dog.
It had nothing to do with pressure. It's meant to fill slowly and release slowly.
Good. Well, it is a hit. It's a hit. I saw it, and I actually was able to use it with Knox myself.
Cool.
And she was a little apprehensive, but once she realized,
I
had to put my face in there and pretend once she got that.
To make her feel better.
More pressure and thing right by her, right, and scare her, so that's why the trickles a little bit.
Yes. I knew that was coming. All right, you know what? The last thing I want to mention is at the dog, the pooch, what do they call it? Poochaween? What do they call it?
Pooch something, right?
Pooch or something. That we actually had a
Halloween pooch party.
Halloween pooch party. And there was, that was funny, there was Chewbacca, the two Star Wars costumes, Chewbacca, and what was it, Ali Wong? No, what was it?
I don't know.
It was pretty funny though. But anyway, we had a long-time resident, in his 97, he was well into his 90s, 94, Mr. Reedy. Richard Reedy, he's the last person one of the people that are still around that saw the actual Hindenburg fly over Maywood on its way to, I think it was Linden? Lakehurst. Before the...
Close.
Yeah. Close, wasn't it? Anyway, what a nice guy. What a nice guy. And he has all his faculties. The only thing is he's a little hard of hearing. Gene found that out.
And he's
talking from a distance.
Legally blind.
Oh, there you go.
Quiet voice,
We have a lot of hearing. And But he had so many great stories, he had a great sense of humor,
That's
and
wonderful.
he was so happy to be here. Just so happy to be here. And I think he left in he left to go to World War, he was drafted. In World War II, he left Maywood and he never came back. He met his wife and he just didn't come back. He was in the Navy. But he did come back, and he's, thanks to historian Betty Fetzer, who contacted him.
Carol.
And he's an artist, so we actually have some of his artwork in the soon-to-be museum over there.
His father was the conductor of the Maywood Police Band.
That's right. He said
And
that.
he actually played the flute and the piccolo.
Yeah, and this guy had stories, unbelievable stories. Patty, you have to talk to Betty, because she knows a lot more of his background, but it was just wonderful.
It's fascinating.
And everybody was, right, Bert? Everybody was
Yeah.
huddled around him, just
Yeah.
listening to him, because...
He almost had tears in his eyes because he was so happy at the response he was getting from all of us, and, people talking to him and asking him questions. It was just very...
And
Very-
Betty called on Monday and said that after she dropped him off, they got home, it was well after 7, so he had a full day here, and called to say thank you, what a lovely time he had, and he loved everybody in town.
Yeah. And
It was so nice being back.
the last thing I'll say is he had the handshake, a
Oh.
firm, unbelievable handshake, where it was like, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only one other person I know that shakes hands that hard, and I refuse to shake his hand, and that's Councilman Linden, because he always hurts my hand when he shakes. little side note, that's all. Anyway.
Special thanks to Betty and Carol for driving all the way up to Monmouth.
Absolutely.
At 6 o'clock in the morning.
That's
Bringing them up, bringing them all the way down here, and bringing them all the way back.
That's right. And they look forward, they actually had this plan for a couple weeks,
Yeah.
and they were looking forward to it. We had, Mr. Jordan actually invited him back for Veterans Day at the school, but the logistics of it are not going to work out, but he's going to come back into town eventually. He'll be back here. Okay,
He
resignations.
said, I'll be back.
I'll do that. Lorenzo Newton as Special Law Enforcement Officer effective October 9th, 2017. Is there a motion to accept the resignation?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Calvano?
Yes.
Trevino?
Yes.
Didier?
Yes.
Lindenau?
Yes.
Maroni?
Yes.
Nassar?
Yes.
Appointments. Anthony DeFina as a probationary member of the Maywood Fire Department assigned to Undyne Engine Number 1 effective October 24th, 2017. Is there a motion for the appointment?
Motion.
Second?
Second?
Roll call.
Calvano?
Yes.
Trevino?
Yes.
Didier?
Yes.
Lindenau?
Yes.
Maroni?
Yes.
Nassar?
Yes.
Anthony, other than your choice of fire company, other than that one, everything else, welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. And anytime you want to come on over, you're welcome. Council approval of the following. From Maywood Rotary Club Foundation requesting permission to hold an on-premise 50/50 raffle at 135 East Passaic Street, Maywood, on Monday, November 20th, 2017, from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Is there a motion for the approval?
Motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Calvano?
Yes.
Trevino?
Yes.
Didier?
Yes.
Lindenau?
Yes.
Maroni?
Yes.
Nassar?
Yes.
Resolutions by title.
Resolution 13517, resolution requesting approval of items of revenue and appropriations in accordance to NJSA 40A4-87. Resolution 13617, a resolution amending the shared service agreement for a shared municipal court administrator and support services between the Borough of Paramus and the Borough of Maywood. Resolution 13717, resolution authorizing the execution of a cooperative agreement with the United States Department of Justice Drug Enforcement Agency. Resolution 13817, resolution amending Resolution 10617 pertaining to the 2017 scheduled meetings. Resolution 13917, resolution authorizing contract with CityNet LLC in the Borough of Maywood, Bergen County, New Jersey.
Is there a motion for the adoption?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Calvano?
Yes.
Trevino?
Yes.
Didier?
Yes.
Lindenau?
Yes.
Maroni?
Yes.
Nassar?
Yes.
Okay, we have no ordinances to introduce. Is there any new business? How about any old business? Or miscellaneous? Any miscellaneous business? No. All right, we do have a closed session for the purpose of
Contract negotiations.
Sabino?
That's both.
Vote, okay. Is there a motion going to close? Second. Everyone in favor? Aye.
Be it further resolved, the mayor and council of the Borough of Maywood pursuant to the provisions of the Open Public Meeting Act, the mayor and council will close session to discuss subject matters, contract negotiations. Be it further resolved that precisely as can be determined at the time discussed and conducted in said closed session can be disclosed to the public upon taking final action around provided this closed shall not violate the attorney-client privilege or constitute an undue invasion of privacy. Be it further resolved, the mayor and council of the Borough of Maywood do not envision a return to open session after this meeting, but reserve the right to do so.
Councilman, close up to almost county, we will not be back. 99.9999%.